Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Leslie and this is gonna be a rough one. I don't even know where to start. You can tell from the title that I wiped out my entire savings in less than a second. I've been trying to figure out how much I want to share because I don't like sharing anything that's super personal and getting into all the details. But I'll say I was in a car accident a few days ago, and the accident was a result of a stupid mistake, and the fact that my insurance denied my claim is the result of another stupid mistake. So without getting into too much detail, I will say, if you want to add someone to your policy, at least in the US, your car insurance policy, and they live in your house, and they tell you you don't need to add them, they are lying, because that's why my claim was denied. Someone was driving my car who wasn't on the policy, and it wasn't covered because they live with me. It really sucks. Really, really sucks. Not really anything we can do about it. They're added now. I got everything worked out now for the future, but for the time being, they're covering the other person, but as far as my car and me and my rental car right now, none of it's being covered. So why am I not freaking out as much as I could be freaking out? I am mad, I am frustrated, but I am not freaking out that we'll lose our apartment. I'm not freaking out that we'll be missing meals. I'm not freaking out about the cost. The reason for that is because I spent most of last year building up a really solid safety net as far as my savings. So I'm able to cover the cost of the repairs on my own in cash with my savings. I really just wanted to make this video for anyone who's looking for motivation, anyone who might be in the same situation. Having that safety net has just saved my sanity over the past few days. I know that I don't have to take on debt. I could buy, if I couldn't repair this car, I could buy a used car with the money I have. It just gives me options, which is what I need. The thing that I actually find kind of interesting is that a lot of people don't understand why I would repair my car, because the airbags went off for one, so it's an expensive repair. They quoted me $8,000 for all the damages, so it's an expensive repair. So a lot of people are like, why don't you just get a new car? But it's because I don't want debt. I don't want a car payment. I want to be able to pay cash, own that car outright, and then have it to use, and hopefully have it insured properly. So I think it was a little surprising to me just how many people were encouraging me to have a car payment, like take on debt, when I have plenty of, well, not plenty, but I have enough money to cover the cost of the repairs. And so I have a 2017 Honda. It has less than 50,000 miles on it. So it's still in really great shape. So to get a car that's the same year, the same mileage, all of that, it would be like double what I'm paying to repair it. So if I were to buy something with the cash I have now, it would be worse than what I have. Or if I were to buy a car like what I have now, it's going to be double the cost of the repair. So it just made sense in my mind to just repair it. And by the way, that estimate might change. So that was the unofficial estimate when we were looking to get it towed to the body shop. So they haven't looked at it. So that could change, but for now we're going with that estimate. I think part of the reason I was so willing or so ready to just repair rather than replace, it probably has to do with my family. So my parents, they would buy a car, repair it until it basically fell apart. Like they would keep it for so long. I think a secondhand car that I got from them, it had like 260,000 miles on it. It was crazy. So they keep cars for a long time, and even when they're done with them, they tend to be hand-me-downs to other people. So I think I was just kind of raised in that mindset that you just repair what you have. There's no need to go out and buy a new car. I don't think I personally would wait that long as far as repairing it to that amount of miles, because having a reliable car is really important. So I don't want to be like having a breakdown on the way to work. So there is a limit for me that might be a little bit lower than what my parents would do, but for the most part, if you're able to repair, I say why not? It just seems like a reasonable option. So my whole point of making this video isn't even so much to update you, although I wanted to because I feel like it's really relevant to a lot of the stuff I talk about on here, but I wanted to offer some encouragement. If you're unsure if saving is worth it, if you're struggling to make some sacrifices to have your savings, it's just, it gives you such peace of mind when something does happen. And that's the only thing that's really keeping me from losing it, is knowing that I have that safety net. And even aside from savings, I have personal investments where I could pull those if I really needed to. I'm putting a lot of money into retirement. So I put 14% in my paycheck goes to my retirement account. So if we're really strapped, I could cut that back. We do a cleaning service once a month for $200. They just came today. It looks amazing in here, which I love their service, but if I had to, I could drop that. So knowing my budget, seeing what my options are, knowing what I can go without, it's so helpful, and it calms my anxiety so much because I'm a very anxious person. Like I have a lot of anxiety. So it's just so valuable to me to be able to have a safety net to calm myself down. I'm curious too if any of you have had a situation like this where you had a decent amount of savings starting to pile up and then you had an emergency that just wiped you out. It's pretty disheartening. It really sucks, but I would rather be paying out of my savings than taking on a loan or some kind of debt. So, I mean, this is what it's there for. It's there for emergencies. I think one of the good things is I should be getting my tax return in the next like month or two, depending on how long I wait to do my taxes. I'll be getting my tax return, and it's usually pretty good because my daughter, I get credits for her, and I paid on my loans, just a lot of stuff. So I usually get a pretty good amount. So that will luckily boost my savings a little bit. The only downside is I pay my car insurance out of my tax return. So because my car insurance is due right around when I get my tax return. So that kind of sucks. That's going to drop it lower. But I have a lot of ways where I can kind of move money around or re-budget. So I'll be okay. I hope. I'm still in the middle of all this. All this has just happened 2 days ago. Like I said, I'm still waiting on the official estimate for my car. I went to the hospital after the accident because my back was hurting. Luckily, it's doing okay today. I'm still a little sore, but it's not like serious sore, but like you feel like you just worked out kind of sore. So I'm still waiting on that because I don't think insurance is covering that. But I do have my health insurance, which I assume would cover it if my car insurance doesn't. I don't know how all that works. I'm just taking it one step at a time. By the way, thank you so much for all the kind comments I get on here. I had no idea what kind of comments I would get, what kind of viewers I would attract, but it has been so nice reading comments from you guys. I love them. It really makes my day. So if you have any similar story to share, any words of encouragement for me, that would be amazing. Just let me know, and don't forget to like, subscribe, all of that stuff. And yeah, whenever things are going bad, just hang in there. Just hang in there. I'm so optimistic that things will work out. So I'll post an update at some point and let you know what's going on. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.